Strange. Strange story, but hello everybody. I'm HumanOfTime. Today we are checking out deathtrick doubleblind, the demo version on the Nintendo Switch. The game is out already. Those may be interested in this, and we have 2 languages. Wow. Start off to you. I'm not sure what that is. Mandarin, Cantonese, I don't know. We'll go for English. Oh, I realized this is the main menu. Alright, you can continue settings. There's nothing else. Alright. Alright, what kind of controls are we working with? What kind of controls? Cantonese says what's Cantonese as so simplified, I think. Contradiction hint. You tell me. I'm not gonna. Is that a bunch of gibberish in that preview? Oh, we change font on default. Let me check the stream. Move Hans because it's a little bit bigger. Wait. A little bit bigger, but it ends with A. Yeah, we'll go Hans. Font size. Default. Oh yeah, the game is very loud. I'm looking at the meters. One bit. Okay, I think we're good. New game. All right, this is it. And the music was so loud. I have to make it work. Come in. Miss Morgan. An older gentleman sitting behind the desk, so engrossed in the documents that he doesn't even look up. Then I came in. Mr. Jones, I've been expecting. Stops halfway through his sentence when he looked up from the desk. Oh, sorry, I was expecting other visitors. Moses. Moses Morgan is the owner of Morgan's Traveling Circus. Seems you have the disadvantage, miss. Jacqueline, you can just call me Jackie. Alright, Miss Jackie, is there anything I can do for you? Sometimes conversations can feel like a battle, and you need all the weapons in your arsenal. A good conversationist can wield every piece of weapon in their collection to do a variety of things: ask questions, give answers, present evidence, spread gossip. Ooh, spicy. It's your collection. Everything you need for conversation can be found here. Separate into 3 categories: information, item, and people. Wait, do we have people in inventory? Alright. When the collection screen pop comes up, select these tabs on the top to cipher through categories. From there, select an item and select question mark category at the topic and advance the conversation. Okay, I was just being quiet for a bit so I can see the meters of the audio. There, you will be able to. Oh wait, yeah, music is loud. Yeah, I'm just realizing the audio is loud. There, you'll be able to incorporate everything in your collection, but for now, focus on answering the other party's question and keeping the conversation flowing. Menu. I don't know what any of this is, besides. Alright. I think we're good volume now. Now then, let's continue on. Situation. Alright. We just. Press Y? Alright. Actually, the question asks is there anything I can do for you? Actually, the right question to ask is there anything I can do for you? Excuse me. Your circus is a tough place. He narrowed his eyes for a second, but seemed to decide against speaking. Instead, he leaned back into his chair and crossed his arms, waiting for me to speak. I must be careful here. The star performer has been missing for a week. People are talking of the papers are speculating, and your customers are protesting. You sold your tickets on the promise of seeing a show from the amazing Hati, the greatest female magician of the decade, but no one got to see her perform. It's the weekend and the big show is coming up. If she still fails to show up, he cuts me out with his sharp gaze cutting into my pupil. Miss Jackie, why are you here? I guess we press. Well, okay, that was very loud. Alright, okay, we're going to menu for this. Actually, I turned off the sound just a little bit. Sound fix. Hopefully that's okay. One more. Alright. Present the evidence. received this a few days ago. I came as soon as I could. Letter reads J. Something's going on in the circus. I need you to watch out if something happens to me in a... Oh. Panic bread. Bread is appreciated. I need you to watch out if something happens to me in a... Ogie. Please, go take my place. I can't say more right now, but please. The show has to go on. The amazing hot tea. Is it Haiti? I might be pronouncing that incorrectly. I'm doing well, Bread. How you doing? You pour over the letter. Browse bird. A letter from Haiti, or we're going to say it's Haiti now. Not Haiti. Hi, Haiti. Hey, amazing Haiti is a star magician of Morgan's traveling circus until she disappeared earlier this week. When did I start streaming? Streaming the game less than 15 minutes ago. But you're talking about streaming as overall, streaming career. Yeah. Is it streaming career or is it just streaming the game? What? Continue on. Moses. What? What's she talking about? Something going on in a circus. Streaming career, it's about, do the math, it's like 6-7 years now. But it's an off and on thing, not consistent. I just do it whenever I have time. Do you have to be a streamer as well, or you just like watching streams? Well, nothing. Nothing's going on in my circus. Yeah, it's an off-on thing, but yeah, just been keeping to it. And thank you. Moses, if there's anything, I'd surely know, wouldn't I? He looked shaken for a moment, but quickly collected himself. Only streamed for 5 months. I think I'm approaching. That's pretty nice. 5 months. Been enjoying your 5 months of streaming? Moses, sorry. That's another matter entirely, which I'm sure you will discuss. But firstly, why would she send this letter to you, Miss Jackie? Why? Moses, let me tell you about this. Yes, I know that's what you told me about. You told me. Is there a point to this, Miss Jackie? Oops, sorry, let's rewind for 30 seconds. Actually, yeah, since you've been streaming for 5 months, well, actually, I haven't been streaming games or activities. I've been streaming. It's fine. I am approaching. Oh, 50 after 2 weeks. That's pretty good. And congrats on your 50th in 3 weeks. I guess we should talk about Jackie. Well, because I'm a magician too. So your name was Jackie. Never heard of a magician with that name. Just took my 2 months for affiliate. Oh, yo, congrats on getting affiliate as well. Magician, Jackie. And you know what? Every magician in the country, more or less, if someone like you appeared, I have heard by now, we don't get a lot of female magicians, and that mask of yours is practically asking for gossip. Small circle, huh? I get it. The Europeans are the same way. So you are European, for your accent. Well, I was born and raised in the States, but I left with my master to France to study magic with him. That was, 5, 6 years ago? Oh, yeah, we go. But, see lurking. Alright, thank you, Bread. Thank you for the lurk. And have a good night's sleep. Sleep well. Magician. Oh god. I was just a stupid girl who wants to learn magic. Now I'm still a stupid girl, but at least I know how to do magic. Anyways, where was I? Yes. I toured Europe for a few years, but then the war came. Then the war happened. My family was worried about me and insisted on calling me back. So here I am. I promise you I'm afoot with everything magic. I'm a professional. This is how you and they knew each other. Huh? We magicians need to stick together. Alright. Is that why she asked you to be here? To be her understudy of sorts? Well, that's one explanation. Or maybe she thought I could help her figure something out. This might have something to do with a particular skill of mine. That skill is the mind reading act, a signature trick in the telepathic act. Is it real or fake? People often ask. Well, I can't give you the right answers. Does it matter if it comes from a mystic power or just some good old human trickery? Contact me because I have a particular set of skills. Well, a skill that can help me figure out what happens. Mind reading or a mind reading act. If you're good enough, there won't be a difference. So, what? So, you close your eyes and say a spell, and then you can tell me where Hades is. I'm a mind reader, not physic. I'm a mind reader, not psychic. I can only tell you where she is if you know where she is. Do you? Try it. You want me to try it on you? You have my permission. Alright, here goes. Here goes. Da, da, da. Well, I'm trying, but your energy is resisting. Right. Whoa. I think I'm going to need a strong connection. Can you give me your hands? Oh my gosh. We are hand holding within the first 25 minutes of knowing each other. He didn't say anything. He just laid both of his arms atop the table. I grabbed his wrist. His eyes are calm. His pulse steady. Now say abracadabra. Seriously? You need to come up with something better than that. See, your energy resisting. I can't believe I'm going along with this. Fine, abracadabra. Alright. Now I'm going to ask you a very simple question. You don't have to give me the answer, just because I'm going to hear it when you think it. Sounds good? Go ahead. Are you sure? I can't control my power, so if there's anything you don't want me to know, well, actually, now you will be now you will be thinking really hard about them. I stare down the barrel of a rifle and the jaws of a tiger. I'm sure I can handle a little magic out. Alright, if you are sure, here comes the magician. Hey, how did she die? His hands in my palms jerked slightly. Seems like he caught his impulse to withdraw his hand. Ooh, but it's too late. It is late. His initial surprise. His eyes flickered to my chest, giving him away. Curve. Something through the heart. A bullet. Corner of his mouth twitched. No, a knife through the heart. His face turned serious. Moses ... How? Through my reading, of course. Don't give me that. I mean, mysterious disappearance. Come on. You're trying to say that this is just a wild guess. But what about the knife? Well, a magician never reveals her tricks. Ooh. Are you a magician? Wait a minute. Let me just get this straight. So you're a magician, and apparently he suspected something wrong in my circuits and asked you to come here if something happened to her. And then she disappeared. So you came here and somehow figured out that she was killed. Told ya, I'm reading. Somehow I'm still not convinced about that. When did she find out he was dead? When did she find out that he was dead? Monday night. When did you receive her letter? A few days ago, Wednesday, I think. I came as soon as I got here. He took a deep breath. That means down. She knew she was going to die. This means she knew she was going to die. Oh no. Or at least she knew she was in danger. As much as it is hard to believe, you're right. But how's that even possible? Why didn't she do anything? His lips trembled. I could see the doubt and the disbelief on his usually passive face. I feel bad for him, but can I truly rule out that he's not the culprit? I cleared my throat, and as if that woke him up, he sat upright, and his face returned to neutral. So, the show is coming up, and I think there is a real reason Hayes called me to take her place. We have a great opportunity here. I'm afraid I don't quite understand. I'm sure you are a great magician, but at this point, I'm afraid no replacement can meet the audience's expectation. Well, good thing I'm not here to replace her then. I'm here to become her. Oh? Let's talk about the plan. Let's talk about the plan. What plan? How many people know what the truth of his disappearance? Now only people working in the circus. Well, also the police. Are you sure there's no one else? Could they have told other people? I can't be sure about the police, but my people should understand the gravity of the situation. Even the word hasn't managed to get out yet. I think it's safe to say we kept the lead pretty well sealed so far. I guess that will work. Would you please get to the point? Will you please just get to the point? Well, you see, hypothetically, what if Haiti wasn't not dead after all? Like a pinpoint in that moment, his face switches from confusion to understanding. You are going to be Haiti. Well, let's just say the reason for her disappearance is that her face got injured in a practice incident, and now she has to wear a mask to cover up the scars. You guys all planned out from the beginning, don't you? Well, I am a magician. I'm not going to lie. To have Haiti come back, at least until we get the big show. The big show is out of the way, would certainly solve a lot of my problems right now. But I cannot, in good conscience, agree to his plan of yours. What? What? Sorry, what? Alright, come on, don't tell me you're sticking to some crap about not lying to the audience or something. In case you haven't noticed, deception is kind of the nature of our trade. No, well, that's not ideal, but I don't think it's breaking any non-existent code of ethics or anything. And why in the world would you say no? Do you enjoy being grilled by the press and customers every damn day? Crosses his arms. I don't know if this has occurred, Miss Jackie, but the killer is still out there. This crazy plan of yours will surely draw their attention and therefore put you in mortal danger. You are worried about me? Oh, that's real sweet, but don't you worry about me. I can take care of myself. You don't understand. I will not have another death happen under my watch. Trust me, nothing is going to happen. How can you be so sure? Think about it. Whoever killed her was definitely counting on her to get out of the way or something, so my appearance is going to put a wrench in their plan. If it were you, what would you do? I have no idea. You panic. Scramble to come up with something new, right? That's when you make mistakes. A magician should never do a trick when you think someone's seen through it. So you want to what? Tell everyone, see what the reaction is. How's that going to help? Mind me here. Remember, I'm not some detective with magnifying glass concerned about footprints or crime scenes. I deal with matters of the heart. Some call me a phantom thief. Oh, whoever did this must have done so for a reason. Why? What was their relation with Haiti? Do they feel guilty, or cocky, or relieved? One may keep the evidence of their crime hidden, but their heart will always remember what their mind has tried to forget. So if I asked them about Haiti, feelings will emerge, and I think some interesting things might come up. New task unlocked on the top side of the screen. Moses, ... Are you absolutely sure about this? I am fully aware of the risk. Besides, who am I to throw away someone's dying wish? The show must go on. And when the person who walks in the shadows decides to come out, rest assured I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve to deal with them. Like a gun. A small pistol with a custom-made silver plated handle. It's small enough to be strapped to someone's thigh and be hidden under a long coat or dress. Or should I say, up my dress? He's blushing. Whoa, who are you? Quickly turns his head away to avoid looking. No, look. I tapped on the metal of the gun in my leg holster. Oh. Yep, what do you say? Alright. But with the first sign of trouble, I'm pulling you out. Awesome, the plan is to go. Now, let's talk logistics. Alright, first things first. This thing we are doing, I have to explain it to the rest of the crew. They know about Haiti, so it'll be crazy if they see you showing up out of nowhere. Of course, but you might want to leave out a few details. Yes, I was just telling them it's my idea to get someone to play her to tie us over until the shows are finished. The switcheroo. It's a collection. I'm going to take Haiti's place by impersonating her. This will play what? Circus customers angry over Haiti's experience, and maybe I draw out the person behind Haiti's step. Most of this will tell the performers that it was his idea to hire me. Second, I think you might pass as her from afar, but you are going to need everything on your side for everyone to believe it, especially with all the scrutiny you are going to be under. It will help if you are in something familiar. You'll need to change into her costume. I was going to ask you about that. You need to go find Alice. Alice, our mechanic. Your mechanic? Yes. Alice is in charge of our stage props and costumes. She also helps with pretty much everything that has to do with show arrangements. She's the only one besides the performers that knows what happened to Haiti. I'm sorry, but I can't really leave the office. I'm expecting someone important. I'll write you a note. She'll understand when she sees it. And here's the map. This time of day, this is definitely backstage. See, at this little tent, right behind the big top. She doesn't introduce herself. She'll help you with the costume, and She'll tell you everything you need to know for your performance tonight. I can do that. Now, for the last part. It's absolutely imperative that you don't go wandering around in the public areas before you are formally introduced to the audience. I can't spoil a surprise, right? We're walking a tightrope here. We can't let anyone spot you in an uncontrolled environment. Of course, is that all? Yes, kids and costume, don't let the pet spot you. And remember that the performers know about the ruse. If we can manage things right, we can manage these things, maybe we'll be able to pull off this crazy plan of yours. You are a great magician in your own way. I'll take that as a compliment. It is. Alright, unless you have something else to ask me, you need to be on your way. Abe? Oh, okay. Ooh, my head hurts. Where am I? Alright. Think. Someone clearly did this to me. I need to find them and do something. I need to figure out where I am and how I got here. First things first, I'm going to need some pants. Oh. No pants, no shoes. That means we get no service. Really? Did they have to take my jacket and pants too? What was I wearing again? Shucks. I can't remember. That can't be good. Why can't I remember? Is it a concussion? Whatever I was wearing probably isn't worth much. Whoever took them must be desperate. Robbery victim. I woke up in a corner behind the trains. I want my money or my clothes, but with some fresh head trouble. I think I was knocked out by a robber looking to make some extra cash. Alright. Okay, alright. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with that later. At least this guy left me with the undershirt and shorts. And some dignity. I got from the ground slowly. Apparently my poor head, as I stood up, something small fell to the ground. A bobby pin must have fallen out of my pocket just when they took off my jacket. Bobby pin. Tiny double long hairpin. Useful if you are a woman trying to hold her hair in place. Or if you're a detective that needs something inconspicuous to pick up locksmith. These were in short supply during the war due to metal rationing efforts. Now fresh awakened, I stood awkward in my undergarments in a place I don't know. I took a peek around the corner, thankfully. There doesn't seem to be that many people around. I stepped out from the back of the train cars and looked around. Huh? I have a feeling I'm not in San Francisco anymore. What was I doing in the circus of all places? I looked around to see if there's any pass-byers. Pass-byers that can give me some much needed information. Unfortunately, the whole wide field is occupied by nothing but the early on chill air. I spotted something in the distance. A payphone booth next to the train station. Right. I can call it Ruth. Hopefully she can tell me something about what case I was working on. I offer my arms for some heat and head to the phone booth. So in that corner, it's just me feeling naked. I ducked into the phone booth and closed the door. There's a clock in the pay phone booth. It's 10 in the morning. Time doesn't wait for anyone. In one time block, you won't have limited chances to take action before the time runs out. Oh no. Is measured by action points. You see how many are remaining on top left. I have 5 action points out far. From actions such as using the collection to acquire or contradict will cost AP. So think strategically about what you want to spend your AP on. Time block will end automatically when your AP runs out, so don't forget to keep an eye on it. Alright, I should call Roof and get grip of the situation. So Roof has some good news for me. Anytime I have a hotel room, you buy some clothes or something. I'm an idiot. Of course, I don't have a cent on me. No one around to help either. Maybe I'll get lucky and somebody forgot to collect their change. Oh, nice. Okay, only one way left. Then all I need is to ground the and the circuit will work, just as every coin has passed through it. I need something metal. It's small. Really, just the bobby pin? Let's see. Please. San Francisco, California, please. Number for Jones Investigation Service. JONES on Market Street. Check out the Jones Investigation Service. JONES on Market Street. Connecting. Wow, fast connectors. I can't connect that fast. Hello, Jones Investigation Services. How can I help you? I got hit. I think someone hit me in the head. Oh, sorry. Are you okay? Are you looking for help? No, I'm fine, but they took all my stuff and my clothes. I don't remember why I'm here. What day is it? It's Sunday the 21st. I don't remember the past few days. I'm sorry, what happened, sir? Why are you calling somebody? Do you need PI help? I'm afraid Detective Jones is busy with another case at the moment, so... Yeah, I know. Because I'm him. Detective Jones, I mean. What? Proof it's me. Seriously? Prove it. My birthday is June 6, 1920. My favorite food is goat cheese with cranberry, and my middle name is Julius because my mom likes alliteration way too much. Mr. J, it's really you. I don't even recognize your voice over the phone. Why did you tell me it's you? What were you thinking? Sorry, I just thought I'd break the news to you in a funny way. Fun, he said. You are insane. Anyways, what's the situation over there? You okay? You need me to call someone to help? No, I'm fine. Is what I like to say. I mean, I just need to find something to wear real fast. And it's kind of getting cold out here. I think whoever hit me took the wallet too, else I didn't have it with me, which seems unlikely. And my head kind of hurts. I think it might be a concussion, can't be sure. I don't remember what I was saying if I need money to get there. And I'm kind of not in the best position. I kind of made this call illegally too, since again, I don't have any money on me. But it's just 2 cents. I'm sure the payphone company can survive it. So yeah. But other than that, I'm great. I was like, quite a day. So, the last thing I remember was when I was in San Francisco. I missed a few days. I'm gonna need some ketchup, if you don't mind. Mr. J, with the amount of time your brain gets tossed around in your skull, it's a wonder you still have a mind left. Let alone be a detective. Well, that's why I'm the best person for the job. You just tell yourself that. So I assume I'm here for the job. I remember something about a call from the... Okay. That was like 4 or 5 days ago. Seriously? Whoever knocked you out must have gotten a good hit. Alright, I think I know the basics. I can give you a basic rundown of the case. Give me the case then. Wait, tell me. Let me guess. Does the case have something to do with a circus by any chance? So you did make it there. Circus magician, the amazing he is missing. Since when? Since Monday, so it's been almost a week. Hard to client. So who's the client? Our client is Moses Morgan, the owner of Morgan's Magical Traveling Circus. Anything else we know about Mr. Morgan? Not much. He's not the usual PT partying type, from what I can gather. He's not really one for the spotlight. But he seems to have a good rep in the business. No one seems to have any big issues against him. Which could either be a good sign or a very bad sign. Well, yes, you are going to find out. Why didn't they call the police? So the magician has been missing for almost a week. Why didn't they call the police? From what I understand, they did. So why me? Well, you'll have to ask the client himself. Okay, I guess I have to talk to the client as soon as possible, or maybe I already did. What thoughts? Can't go see him dressed like this. Please tell me where I'm supposed to be staying at. Of course, it's not like you ever booked a room yourself. You're supposed to be staying at a motel nearby on Sherman Road. It's right next to the circus. You should find it without no trouble. Alright, it's a plan for now. Hotel, put some clothes on, then talk to the circus boss. I'll get on it. Thanks, Ruth. See you when I get back to San Fran. And say hi to Steve for me. Don't let him steal too many sandwiches. Be careful with your mother's... Wait until your mother hears about this young man. I was hoping to avoid that. You should know better by now. That woman knows everything. At least hold off on tattling to her until I get the chance to do it myself, please. Sharon, you're the boss. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? Be careful of doing your detective thing in the circus. Yep, we already covered that. My head will remain intact for the rest of the investigation. I promise. I don't mean be careful of yourself. That's a lost cause at this point. I meant be careful of the circus people. What do you mean? Look, I had a cousin who was in the circus back in the day. Like parties. It's almost like they had their own little secret society. They are insanely guarded to those who they see as outsiders. They cooperate if they have to, but they'll never actually tell you anything useful if they don't trust, if they don't at least respect you. So don't go all the way in doing your thing. What thing? I don't have a thing. You know, you are you, and that might make them anxious. Well, what does that mean exactly? I hear her sigh into the phone. You know, look like someone that might arrest them. Look like someone that might arrest them. But I'm not a cop. Just be more gentle, okay? Try getting them to trust you. You just said and done. I know. Circus secrets. You told me that the parties are notoriously guarded to outsiders, thus making my investigation difficult. Never mind. I'm sure it'll all work out. It usually does for you, although I have no idea why. Now, anything else, boss? Nope. You better go then. Lots of work to do. Sometimes I think he won't pretend to call me boss. I mentally prepare myself. I open the payphone booth door again. I peek my head out to see if there's anyone around. But this time I spot someone holding something awfully familiar. That looks like my wallet, and a stranger. Robert probably is not looking through it. I approach quietly, formulating a plan in my head. It must be something like 6 feet 4 inches with wide shoulders and arms like the barrel of cannons. As I'm moving closer behind him, it's like the sky has darkened with all the light he blocked out. No wonder he managed to knock me out. I'm not too egotistical to admit. I probably know most never lose if I were to go up against him physically. And clearly I don't have any handy weapon on me. There's no one around to help you. That leaves me with a few options. I reach out to pat him on the shoulder. Wow. I reach out to pat him on the shoulder. Damn, he's really tall. Hey. He whipped around in alert, almost tripping over himself. Despite his stature, he's honestly quite young, probably in his early 20s. Didn't think I'd wake up that quick, did ya? Did you? Joke's on you, this ain't my first rodeo. What? Should I say no? You don't want me to make a scene, do you? I don't. So how about this? I'll let you keep the cash, and I really need the rest of the wallet back. There's some personal things that are worth nothing to you, but I like to keep them. What? I'm not going to Did you say this is your wallet? Come on, you just took that. You just took them from me, right? And where did you put my clothes? You already hid them? No, I didn't do anything like that. I think you have the wrong person. I just found the wallet on the ground. Look, it's over there, outside the train cart. I was just checking inside to see if there's a name or something. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. He scratched his head and laughed off, eyes now filled with concern. Hey, don't worry about that. I'm sorry. What happened to you? I think someone knocked me out and took all my clothes and stuff. So when I woke up and saw you holding my wallet, well, my friend, your head is all... My defense, my head's still all fuzzy. Probably because of the concussion, yeah. You sure this is your wallet? Check inside, right? Well, it has my name card in it. Jones Investigation Services from San Francisco. He opened the wallet and pulled out the card. When Mystery Services, call Jones Investigation Services. We really need a new slogan. Over there in the pocket, there should be a photo of my cat. It says Thief on it. Why does it say Thief? That's his name. My friend found it funny because I'm a detective. He looked at the photo and smiled. Aw, little guy. His gaze lingered on the photo for a few seconds, but he still managed to put everything back into the wallet and hand it back to me. Oh, sorry about that. Here you go. Inside the wallet, there's the name, his name card, the photo, and surprisingly, about $20 in cash, with a few quarters lying around too. That's not a small amount of money, probably a week's worth of salary for an average worker. Week's worth of salary for an average worker. $20? Holy shoot. $20 in that day? I really gotta know how much that is today. Another one. Sold and beaten down. But it's mine. Inside there's a photo of my cat Thief and a name card from my office, Jones Investigation Services. When it returned to me, there's still a little more than $20 inside. There's still $20 in here. Yeah, you said you were robbed? Something doesn't make sense here. As you might realize the information doesn't add up. Someone might be lying, or you might be making the wrong assumptions. That's where another part of your collection contradiction comes in. Choose two items from the collection that contradict each other to point out the logical inconsistencies and get to the bottom of the question. One more note, you will still be presenting contradictions to people. No. Who you are talking to, if they know nothing about what you're talking about, then a contradiction won't matter to them. Now, what two pieces of information or evidence that doesn't add up here? Try using contradiction in your collection to point them out. Alright. A robbery victim and wallet. Why? Contradiction. A robber looking for money definitely wouldn't have left more than $20 cash in my wallet. Yes, I thought whoever did this might have been looking for money. But still cash in my wallet. That should be the first thing to take, right? Perhaps they didn't see the wallet fall to the ground. And that's why they took my clothes, because they didn't manage to find any money. You said you found it by the train? Yeah, it was just out there. I don't think anyone would miss it if they were looking for it. I'm surprised someone else didn't find it. Took it already, actually. Luckily, not a lot of circus customers come around you. Okay, interesting. So it might not be about the money at all. I should correct my previous theory. Primary victim removed. Mysterious attack. I woke up next to the train station by the circus. Well, without some of my recent memories. Seemed like someone whacked me real hard over the head, knocked me out, took all my stuff except for my wallet, which still had money in it. What were they trying to do? If let's say this is not for the money, then what for? Maybe they're just trying to embarrass you like a prank? Well, I am certainly embarrassed. Can you think of anyone who might have it out for you? I mean, this is usually my line. Right, you are a detective. You can solve the case yourself, right? Maybe. My enemies, they're too many to count, really. I don't think they let me off this easy. You call this easy. I'm still alive and no missing limbs or fingers, so yeah. It's almost like they're not targeting me personally, but maybe I had something going on me, like evidence, and they had to take it. I'm more curious about the case at this circus. And speaking of the circus, here's one thing I want to ask you. You work here, right? Yes, how did you... All the gloves and the scars. At first I thought you were just in a lot of knife fights because, horrible things. But once I realized that's not true. You also said not a lot of customers come around here, which implies you're not one of them. Once I got that, well, a circus working with a lot of scars and trainer is the obvious answer. That's so smart. Is that what detectives can do? Well, don't be too nice, considering I got things very wrong on the first try. Sorry for the whole assuming you are a criminal thing, by the way. I blame the concussion for that. Oh, by the way, my name's Ralph. Our circus is called Morgan's Traveling Circus. Ralph is the animal trainer at Morgan's Traveling Circus. Of course he is. Looks like this won't be the last time I see you. Nice to meet you, Ralph. And you see my card, I'm a detective. People usually call me Jones. The boss is Morgan, right? Yeah. You heard of him? Well, you could say that. He's my client, actually, I think. He hired a detective. Oh, are you here about Haiti? I believe so. Oh, wait, who attacked you is? I won't make any assumptions yet. Alright, this is all such a mess. Well, if you're looking for a boss, he's always in the small square tent. Over there. Right on the end of the train car. You should probably put something on first. Do you have anything to wear? I'll be fine. I think I have a motel room nearby with some of my luggage. And thanks to you, I have my wallet back, so I can get some clothes for myself if I need to. Alright, let me know if you need anything. He hesitated and offered quietly. There you go, but you can come talk to me later if you want to. Find me in the big top at 1 p.m. or first area at 2 p.m. I have shows scheduled then. Alright, I promise. Thanks for the help. Really, I appreciate it. Did Ralph. Goodbye, and turned around. This is going to be a fun walk. What was the address Ruth gave me again? Smother Road. Made my way to the hotel, trying my best not to draw attention to my attire. Luckily, it was a quick walk, and I think everybody was too enthralled by the circus to pay much attention to a homeless-looking guy. The people at the hotel recognized me. I told them my key was stolen, so they gave me a new key to my room after they billed me for it, of course. Of all the trouble and the humiliation and the physical peril this job Hey, like Rockefeller himself hired me. I open the door. My room seems undisturbed. I quickly put on some change of clothes and start to survey the room. Key to any good detective work is observation. You see the magnifying icon on the top, on the left side. It means you can enter investigation mode. It will cost you 1 AP point to enter into investigation mode, but once you start investigating, you can move your aim around and look at everything in the scene. Honorable items will be highlighted when your aim hover over them. Select the item to get a detailed description. Sometimes, if something is particularly wrong or worth knowing, it might be added as an item into your collection. When you're done, select the exit icon to exit investigation mode. Alright. Check hotel stand. First thing I checked was the drawers. They're all empty. Ashtrays conspicuously empty too. Either they cleaned out, which would have made the hotel the best service on the continent, or I didn't have any time to enjoy a cigarette in this room. What's this? Some sort of flyer? I picked it up for a closer look. It's a flyer for the circus, Morgan's traveling circus. That's the one. There's an elephant and a dancing horse and an acrobat and a juggler, and prominently displayed in the front is a dark-haired woman in a purple ruffled dress, only a top hat. Text in front proclaims performance every night by, with a flowery signature from the amazing Kate. I think that's our missing person. Circus flyer. Colorful flyer from Morgan's Traveling Circus. Advertises performance every night by the amazing Kate. Exotic animals and various other circus acts are drawn on the side. Finally, I never thought I'd miss the feeling of clothes on my skin so much. Most of my belongings are still lying neatly in the suitcase. I don't even remember what I packed. Looks like a few days worth of clothes and some of my tools. Ropes, handcuffs, binoculars, and the like. I don't think I need them on this occasion though. Anything else in the room besides? Oh wait, anything else? Wait. Okay. My trusty trench coat. I'll put it on before I leave the door. It's good for a cold or rainy day. It's breathable and light. Blends in easily in the crowd. And perhaps most importantly, it looks great on me. And people wonder why my wardrobe is full of them. A map of the local area and a phone book. Looks like I was doing a little research upon arrival. Is anything else? Nope. Yeah, there's nothing else. Let's go. End of turn. Alright, I think I got everything I need. It's time to decline. I think it's loading because it's taking a while. Moses asked me to go find Elise in backstage. What did he say again? A small tent behind the top? Behind the big top? Small tent. Yeah, it's on the table. Alright, 1, 2, 3, office. Fortune teller, we got the fair. Alright. Backstage. We like to explore, but our AP is very limited. Backstage is actually just a small tent behind the big performance tent. I slipped in from the back and pulled the curtain. Sounds like tight, but it's not the mess. It's not the mess I expected at all. A splash of loud colors competing for attention from outlandish costumes to wildly patterned fabrics. There's fantastical stage props are piled around the small room, making it look like some sort of fairy tale storage facility. I cleared my throat. A tiny girl, a young woman, slipped out from behind one of the big boards that were obscuring her. A string of soft clinking and clattering followed her movements as tools round around in her pockets. She eyes me up and down, obviously wondering if I'm supposed to be here, but decided against speaking first. Must be Elise. She nodded. Elise is the mechanic of Morgan's traveling circus. She works closely with all the performers and handles a variety of tasks, from making costumes and props to managing show arrangements. Wait, I'm Jackie. What are you doing here? Gone. I guess I'm supposed to Moses. Why? As I speak, I can feel her getting more anxious, taking glances towards the door. Sorry, this is a circus. Sorry. This is for circus staff only. You don't have permission to be here. I need you to. Right, I should probably tell her about my plan with Moses first. What? Did I not? Oh, this plan, literally. Mr. Morgan asked me to come here. Here's a note from him. He said you'll understand after you read it. I handed her the note. She quickly scanned it, and as if she couldn't believe what was written, carefully erased the note again. Parsed the note again. I'm surprised that the paper is not going into super. Wow, I noticed that the paper is not going into spontaneous combustion from the intensity of her disbelieving gaze. Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Oh, yes. It's okay, I guess. She stared at the ground, silent for a while. I just can't believe. What is he thinking? Just someone like that. He doesn't even He didn't even tell us. He didn't even tell us about this. Do you think it's unethical? Do you think it's wrong? Do you think this is unethical? No. I mean, I don't know. That word is so big. I just feel like Moses didn't lie to people unless he couldn't help it. He's just that kind of person, usually. Well, it doesn't have to be lying per se. Just think of it as a grand illusion from the magician. Would that make you feel better? That's different. What a magician does is for the performance. That's not the same message, whoever this is. She's looking for a little frustrated with herself. Never mind, it doesn't matter now. Moses asked me to help with the costume. She looks me up and down. I have the old one. I think you fit in it. Can I make some measurements? Oh, sure. Still stuck on the awkwardness of the conversation we were just having. But for her, it's like once work comes up, all previous problems were discarded and she started moving with purpose. Almost before she even heard my response, she's already rummaging through her little pouch and pulling out a tape measure. Can you stand her back to the shelf over there? I need to see how tall you are. She charged towards the corner with the large shelf, started nearing a place to stand. Yeah, let me just move the eye out of the way. You'll stand there on the right side. Back straight, please. Yeah, like that. I still my back to the shelf as she pins one side of the tape measurement under the bottom of the shelf and tried stretching it to the top of my head. With her short stature, she had to resort to being on the stairs next to the shelf to read the results. Okay, something about 5'8". A was 5'6". 2 inches short. I mean, you're 2 inches taller than B. I told you that. My height, I mean. Sorry, I just like to measure things myself. Sorry, I just like to measure things myself. She pulled the tape measurement back and pulled out another one from her pouch, a soft one, and quickly took measurements of my shoulder and waist. Hold your arms straight to the side. With a tape measurement in her hand and numbers scribbled on her notebook. She now looks so much more sure and comfortable making commands, like she's in her own zone. Alright, I'm done. Now the breath I've been holding and released and relaxed my hand. She's jotted down something quickly on a notepad while clearly forming a plan in her head. I think we can get away with doing a few measurements on her, on the costume we already have. So, your shoulders are a little wider, but don't worry. There are a few things I can do to give you some breathing space. Western shoe size? I'm not sure. How can you not be sure? Aren't measurements in the States different? Right. You were in Uber or something? She ducked into the pile of stuff on the other side of the room and came out with a pair of purple high heels. How's the size for you? Sat down the stairs and tried squeezing my feet. My toes are screaming. I feel like one of Cinderella's evil stepsisters. Yeah, you are a little bit taller than her, so maybe you don't need the heels. Let's see. She scanned the room and gave herself a little ha. And then she found a black pair of old black high-knee boots on the corner. I think these were Chips, actually, but he's a short guy. Try these on. Let me know if it's too large. I can add insoles or stuff there. Slipped them on, and my toes immediately felt liberated. Oh, thank you. This feels so much better. Oh, the color, does it go with the costume? Black goes with everything. Wait, I think I saw the dress fabric left. I sat there while Elise worked quick magic on the dress and boots. Stood there dumbly while she pulled out a pair of scissors from her pull out and went to work. First, she carefully took out the zipper from the back of the dress, hiding it under the ruff, and placed it with a ribbon lace on the back, give it one whiff. And then she cut long strips of the purple fabric, pulled it artistically around the boot, and then pulled out some glue. Wait. Okay, I was like, wait, does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Noticing me staring, she looks a little bit embarrassed and explains, I know, it looks silly, but glue really works in a pinch. Oh, I promise. She was right. Somehow, with just a few touches of the glue, the fabric is now decorating the boot like it was always meant to be a part of the costume. Alright, can you try these on? Let me know how they fit. In a blink of an eye, she laid out the dress, the boots, and a pair of gloves, and the top hat, all on the shelf. Like, here? What do you mean it's backstage? Oh, you mean like in front of me? Sorry, we don't really have a changing room or anything. I'll look away if you want. I'm just going to change behind that big cardboard, okay? I took behind a little cardboard. I do crouch to fit myself behind it. And crouching was not a good position to put on a dress. You need help? With the lacing or something. I hear her clearing her throat uncomfortably. Really not keen on it, but probably felt compelled to ask out of obligation. No, I'm good. Almost done. With some awkward shuffling, I'm pretty sure I finally got everything on. I'm just not sure I can get out of it. But some significant wiggling. Alright, I'm done. Elise looks at me up and down, a kind of dazed look in her eye. Elise? Yes. Everything It's okay. Everything's fine. Great, actually. That's it then, I think. Do you want to take a look? She gestures to the makeup mirror at Pete's. I can hardly recognize myself. Whoa! Looks. I know. Hades costume. A complete magician's getup or a top hat and gloves. The dress is pretty honest for circus standards. But the ruffles and colors are still quite flattering. I just need to not think too much about the fact that I am technically wearing a dead person's clothes. She died in the clothes, so it'll be okay. So while we keep this for the big show tonight. Oh, that reminds me, we should talk a little bit. We should talk a little about the show arrangements. The big show starts at 7 every night. It goes for 3 hours. Usually the ringmaster will do a routine to introduce all the performers up front. But since your appearance is supposed to be a surprise, I think it'll be better for you to only do the closing act from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. You'll need to be in a little earlier so we can go over some last minute arrangements. So maybe come back here at 8 p.m. It'll be easier than 2 because everyone will be in the big top watching the show. You don't need to worry about someone seeing you. Alright, I'll be back at 8. Got it. So, what now? Actually, I want to check on the at the festival, at the fair, but it's not urgent. If you have any more questions, I can stay. Or if you want to go somewhere else, you can leave. Want to switch up the scenery? When you see the map icon on the left side, it means you can choose to move to another location. Simply select the icon to open your map and choose on the map which location you wish to go next. Usually you'll be able to choose which location you want to go in the beginning of each for every turn that doesn't cost any action points. Or if you wish to move from one location to another in the middle of the turn, it will cost you 1 AP. So what was Hay like? So what was Hay like? I figured since I'm going to be like her, I'm learning a little more about her, right? She closed her eyes and turned away, hands still clenched on the strap of her bag. I don't know what to say. Come on, we worked together for 4 years. And judging by your earlier reaction, I wager you care a great deal about her, right? No. Yes, I'm just we're colleagues. Everyone who cared about her. Maya looked back at me in the eyes and mumbled. It's just no one would have ever thought something like that would happen to her. It's almost as if she's afraid I was going to open my mouth and ask more. She rushed to add. Sorry. So, he's a really good magician. You should see her perform. The crowd loves her, everyone comes to see her. That's why they are mad she isn't here. Well, that's why I'm here for. Snapped up, and she bit her, suddenly looking furious. No, you are not listening. You don't understand. Hades was irreplaceable. Can't take her place. Not the dress or the hat or whatever. Whoa, I'm sorry. Sorry. That's not. I don't mean it has anything against you. I'm just having a hard time with. I don't think anyone can take her place, or that anyone should. Irreplaceable. Elise says he's placed as a magician in a women's traveling circus is irreplaceable, and that she doesn't think anyone can or should take her place. She shook her head and changed topic sharply. Never mind. It's silly. Sorry if I didn't mean to offend you. No, I overreacted. Okay. No, Elise's offense. The way that Jackie went about it was like, yeah, he's gone, but I'm here to take her place. I got this. It's like that's the energy that Jackie is going with. Probably, and I can side with Elise on this. And Elise was like, when someone just comes out, nowhere, it's like, hey, someone you really care about is gone, but don't worry, I'm here to take your spot. Like, whoa, okay, like, someone just died, alright, and now you're gonna say all this. Ooh, Jackie. I know what you mean, but the delivery of the line is, the delivery of the sentence did not transfer well. Was not received well. It's not, yeah. You spoke. It wasn't misinterpreted. It's not. Jackie just wasn't worried of how she said it. She wasn't too worried about how she said it, and how it would be received. And that's why Elisa was frustrated. Alright, tell us about Moses, right? Okay, irreplaceable. You said you think he is irreplaceable. I'm sorry about that. I didn't think about your situation. No worries. I'm just curious what you meant by it. You mean her skills as a magician, her fame, or simply her as a person? I don't know. I'm being stupid, I guess. I know the circus needs someone now. I just wish this had never happened. I'm not being fair to you, I know. She paused, her finger holding onto her own wrist, so tight it might have hurt. So, what about you? What's your plan? Plan? You can't dress like this and be Katie forever. Me? Oh no, it's temporary. So once this blows over, you're going to be performing as Jackie again with us? like in a circus, traveling with everyone. She doesn't know about the light yet, among other things, so it's probably best to be vague for now. Oh, I don't know, it's nothing against the circus, but I'm not sure I'll be staying, really. So, what's the point? You're just here to masquerade as a dead person. And then whether the press or the people will stop caring about this, you are just going to disappear. What? Anger caught me completely off guard, like a little befuddled. I thought you didn't want a replacement. It's not about that. What if people think about and breathe in, she's grieving. Breathe out. I can't blame her for the emotional reactions. And what happens to the circus then? We'll just be left hanging without a magic act. Hey, I understand the frustration, okay? I understand that everyone here must be very concerned about the uncertainty. But Moses only asked me to be here to handle this emergency. Everyone will have to decide how to move on from here. Everyone will have to decide how to move forward from here. But we don't have to do that right away, okay? She blinks as if coming out of the first state of mind, and a little shocked and horrified at herself. Sorry, I don't know what. It's okay. Can we please talk about something else? Yo, so I am a magician. Let me tell you. Wait. You wonder what I do? Sure. I usually do your stuff, rabbits and hats, card tricks, escape hacks, that sort of thing. But my specialty is in mind reading. She paused, and it gave me a slow smile. A telepath? A telepath? In the flesh? No, you're not. That was almost out of reflex, but she seems to be embarrassed by her frank remark and hurried to add. Sorry, I just don't believe in that stuff. Of course, you're a mechanic, right? You must have been a part of plenty of magic tricks. I imagine once you know how it's done, you'll never feel as magical again. Actually, I think it only gets more magical. The majority of the audience knows it's not real magic. Kind you can do a wand or a spell, but anyways. They still get so drawn into it. It's almost like for a few hours of the performance, we all enter into this world, this bubble together, and look at everything as if they were magic. It was like, for a moment, we all chose to forget about what is possible and chose to believe in the extraordinary. And for that moment, magic is real. Real as the tent and the popcorn, even more real. Wow. That was beautiful. I'm sorry for being cynical. Hey, maybe you'll make a better magician than me. She gave me an indescribable look and just shook her head. Milligan, please just... Why? Moses told me you work the magic around here. Me? I don't perform anything, I just make stuff. What kind of stuff do you make? Well, props mostly. I paint on boards a lot. I'll also make some of the costumes, I guess. Not everything fancy with scores or leather, but the leather stuff. I also fix things, so if you have something that's broken, you can take it to me and I'll try my best. I'm sorry, so short. That sounds really awesome. I never met anyone who can handle all this stuff. How did you learn these things? Well, I kind of just picked them up here and there. I learned most of the technical stuff from the old mechanic. He's retired now. And, well, I knew how to draw before I came here. Before you came here? Yeah, someone in my family is an artist. Well, he knew how to draw. I don't know if that makes him an artist. He definitely likes to think he is. A very smile passed her lips, but her brows were furrowed, like she wasn't really amused by that statement. I hated drawing. I hated the way it smelled. I hated the expensive paints. I hated the other artists who would host parties in their tiny houses and their wives would be running around scoring cupboards for enough bread for everyone. I was scoundering cupboards for enough bread for everyone. I hated all that. I hated all the time he's been staring at blank canvas trying to come up with something. I would never get into galleries rather than take anything to do an added poster or something. I'm just trying to digest what she's saying. All right, okay. When I came here, I said I would do anything if they just let me stay. And Howie, the old mechanic, just looked me up and down and said, "Yeah. Can you walk a tightrope? 4 feet high in the air? Can you juggle balls, gloves, knives? Can you stand on horses? How about lift 150 pounds of luggage from here to the train? Cooking meals for hundreds of people in a tent? Doing people's hairs and makeup without electricity or any water? Doing hair and makeup without water? Running water? Sure, that's very difficult. I couldn't do any of those things." He said, "Then I don't know how it would help us." I said, "I'll learn." He said, "No." I said, "Please." He said, "Kid, just go home." And I said, "I can draw." He said, "Well, why didn't you just say so? We need someone to do the posters." So yeah, the fact that I knew how to draw was actually the only reason that got me hired. I was so young to do any sort of useful labor, but probably too old to learn any of the tricky performances. So drawing was the only thing I had going for me. It was the only time I ever felt lucky for what he does. End of turn. Took 2 seconds. Giving silence in the air. I can tell she's getting a bit tired with these questions and dealing with a stranger. "Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you. Did you say you had something to do?" Took a discreet little sigh of relief and probably more spirit. "Look, this has been helped. I really gotta go. If you have any other questions or anything you need, you come back to find me here. So back to find me later." "Okay, thanks a lot. Great help." I left the backstage tent, carefully avoiding Pat as spiders coming out from the big top. I was just trying to decide where to go next. All of a sudden, I heard loud music playing on the other side of the circus. It's some sort of musical instrument, like organ I've heard in church, but its tune is cheerful instead of solemn. I decided to follow the music. Oh, office. Moses. Come in. I can't be sure if I actually talk to him. Let him make the first move. What business brings you here, mister? So he doesn't know me. That's good, but also odd. I don't come here to meet him. Why was I here? Is there someone else that I was supposed to meet? We just introduce ourselves. Well, I should ask you. After all, it was you that called us, Mr. Morgan. Mr. Jones from San Francisco? Yes. Jones. Moses. Morgan is the owner of Morgan's Traveling Circus. I understand I'm here to investigate the disappearance of your magician. Well, not quite. You see, there are a few details I didn't want to mention over the phone. I was hoping to just let you know I'm private when you get here. To be honest, I was expecting you to be here a little earlier. The situation has evolved since the call was made to you. I apologize. There was an incident. What do you mean, not quite? Do you know where she is? Besides, I trust it's only to say. I trust that there's no need to say this conversation must remain strictly confidential. Yes, of course. Well, there's no easy way to say this, but Haiti is not missing. She's dead. Well, that's certainly one rather significant detail that you left out. Sorry, but I hope you understand. We don't really have another choice. Circus isn't ready to handle the consequences of that announcement, particularly when we still don't even know why it happened and who did it. But you are sure it's murder? Yes. Yes, she was found with a knife in her chest. Hey, amazing. Hey, is the star magician of Morgan's Traveling Circus until she was murdered. About the crime scene. Where did the murder take place? Can I go see the crime scene? Well, about that. There's actually no crime scene anymore. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, the day it happened, we were busy setting up the circus. Those tents weren't set up yet. The only one we had was a small temporary tent for storage. And that's the crime scene? Yes, and we had to take it down because the circus had to open. So we have nothing. The police did take a photo of the scene. Here's a copy. What is that board? That's an act we do. It's a signature performance, the knife throwing act. Someone will be tied to the board just like this, and she throws knives at the board, always hitting the board, but never the partner. The crowd loves it. Well, could this have been a practice gone wrong? That's just one problem with that. There's just one problem with that. He's the one throwing the knife, not the one being tied up. It doesn't make sense why she'd be on there. Do you know if anyone else in your circus is a trained knife thrower? As far as I know, the only one who can do it is Haiti. Well, obviously, she could have done this to herself. Obviously, yeah. If you have questions about the act, you should ask Ian about it. She's our fire performer. She's also always Haiti's partner on the knife throwing performances. Knife throwing act. One of Haiti's signature performances was a knife throwing act, which she performed with Ian as her partner. As far as anyone knows, he's the only one a circus trained in knife throwing. How about that? Do you recognize it? Yes, it's circus equipment. It's one of our custom-made throwing knives. I don't know much about the details. Well, except that they're very sharp and balanced for throwing. That said, it still can't be easy to get them to hit a precise target with enough force to penetrate. That might be one thing you're missing. What is it? Just because the murder weapon is a throwing knife doesn't mean the killer really has to throw it. No one witnessed the process. For all we know, they might have just tied her to the board, picked up the knife, and stabbed it into the board. Right. Maybe that's the point. It's all just a misdirection by the killer. Or maybe there's something to the knife throwing, something symbolic. Some symbolic reason. I can't be sure yet. Are there any footprints on the knife? Footprints. Any fingerprints on the knife? Are there any fingerprints on the knife? I asked that too, but no, I couldn't find any fingerprints on it. So the killer was either wearing gloves or wiped it after. Alright, I think that's all I need to ask about the photo. Okay then, you can keep the photo. I just have one request. What? Please don't show it to people unless it's a very good reason. She was their friend after all, and I hope to spare as many of them from seeing that as I can. If you have other requests, other questions about the photo, you can come back and ask me. Of course. About what happened. Can you walk me through what happened from the beginning? When did the murder take place? You're on to go. This Monday before sunrise. Took most of the day to set up, so I gave everyone the rest of the afternoon and evening off. I had some business deals at the bank, and I need to meet with a few investors, so I made a trip into town. It was raining like hell that afternoon, and the road got very muddy. By the time I got back, it was almost 9, and everyone was waiting for me. And that was when they told me that Haiti was dead. All our performers, Echo, found Haiti in the storeroom. She was. The post was already gone by then. And then they called the cops. I called the police later that night. Wait, someone died and they waited until you were back to contact them. Anyone? Mr. Jones, I know it might seem strange, but you have to understand, in the circus, we are very guarded people. Most of us have had very pleasant interactions with law enforcement in our history. Usually we try to resolve these matters within the community, but sometimes something like this has never happened in our group. and I was shocked and very concerned. So I insisted on calling. I understand, but why hire a private investigator if the police are on it? Paused, pressing his lips together, and he spoke again. I can almost see the amount of force he used to unclench his jaw. I called him on Monday night. They showed up here the next day. They took the body, took some photos of the scene, and asked everyone a few questions. I haven't heard from them since. No updates, nothing? I called them yesterday to ask if I could have a copy of the autopsy results. They stonewalled me. Do you know why they are neglecting this case? Corruption, laziness, prejudice, I don't know. And frankly, I don't much care. In my business, you learn very quickly that you can't buy respect from those who don't have it. What you can buy, though, is solutions. And that's where I come in. And that's where you come in. So you don't have the autopsy report yet. I'll call them again through questions. But at this point, no, I wouldn't bet on it. That means you don't even have a clear time of death. Actually, I think the last time everyone saw her was 5 p.m. A few of my coworkers saw her coming out of her trailer. And when no one knew where she went afterwards, until Echo found her at 7 p.m. And how can we be sure these are reliable? Yes, they are both. They can both be corroborated by others. You say it was raining that afternoon, correct? You remember when the rain stopped? It started and stopped. I think it didn't start until I got to town, so about 4 o'clock. And it had already ended when I got back. And how was the weather these past few days? It's not rained since. Good. That gives us a pretty good window. I can ask around, see what everyone's doing during that time period. Bob Duff. He was killed sometime between 5 and 7 p.m. on Monday. It was raining heavily on Monday afternoon between 4 and 9 p.m. Weather has been sunny since then. Present this piece of information to others to ask about what they were doing during that time. Looking for an alibi, right? It usually can't help us catch the killer, but might help to rule out a few suspects. Good to know. About the victim. Does she have any enemies? Anyone you know that hated her enough to kill her? That's hard to imagine. The circus performs together everywhere. We are a close-knit group. We've been working with each other for a while, and nothing has seemed out of the ordinary. Could that be someone outside of the circus? Never stayed in one place for so long, and it's just one of many ordinary stops with me. It's unlikely that they have any deep entanglements with anyone in this town. So you think one of your own did it? I don't know what to think, detective. I understand if you want to keep your opinions private. I appreciate that, but there's no need to collude me. Look, actually, I know the person that did it is either before the show ever opened, probably has a personal grudge, and has access to storage areas. All signs of someone in your crew. Yes. Yeah. I feel like I know what you're going to ask. if hypothetically I ask you what you think could be the killer's motive, I'm afraid I'm not the best person to ask. It's your circus. Generally, I try to refrain from interfering too much into their personal relationships. From my position, I'm afraid my meddling will only sometimes do more harm than good. Performers would surely be able to tell you more about this than I could ever do. However, whether they will be entirely forthcoming with you is another matter. Well, that's for me to worry about. You just need to tell me who I need to talk to. You might want to talk to the other performers and our mechanic, at least. They are the ones that know her the best. Oh, and there's one more person you should be aware of. I'm sure you are aware of what's happening. I'm sure you are aware of what's going on in the newspapers. I'm not, but I'm just, go on. I can't announce death yet, for obvious reasons, but we are under a lot of pressure. The show must go on, as they say. So, I had an idea. What sort of idea are we talking about? I hired someone to pretend to be hot. I hired someone to pretend to be hate. At least until we get that case figured out. So you're telling me that there's a fake version of the murder victim walking out there? Well, I told her to keep a low profile, so we shouldn't see her around too much. How nice of you to remember to inform me about that. Lest I see her sneaking around and I assume I saw a ghost. I just thought you should be aware. And just where did you manage to find this replacement? Might this person have anything to do with the case? I looked into it and no, she wasn't anywhere near the circus at that time. That I'm sure of. That's all then. Alright, I think I'm all caught up. Do we have a time frame about when I need to solve this case? About when I need to solve the case? Circus is leaving tonight. Tonight? Yes. We were scheduled to stay here for a week. He was found dead on Monday. I called you here on Wednesday. This is the last day we have here. But don't you still have a show tonight? We have a show every night. How can you pack up all this in one night? How can you pack up all this in one night? You haven't seen a circus performance before, have you? You're walking into the tent at 7, and by the time you walk out, everything but the big top will be gone. It disappeared. I've seen people prepare it to match it before. It's alright, 11. So I have, 12 hours to solve a murder case? Sorry, but I really can't delay anything. The circus's future performance are all scheduled. Well, I should say sorry for my tardiness. When I called your office, you already informed me it's going to take a few days. It's unfortunate, but we can only work with the circumstances we have. I respect that mentality. Big show starts at 7 and ends before 10. The train will start leaving in sections. For the last one, we party less than 2 hours after the show ends. So you're telling me any witnesses or evidence I could possibly have will all be gone before midnight? That's right. It's like Cinderella, but instead of a princess, I'm chasing a murderer. Well, when you put it that way. Well, it seems like time is short and we must get to work. I'll need anything and everything you can give me about the case. I might also need to talk to some of your people. Of course. And if they ever manage to send over the top secret result, I'll let you know as soon as possible. I'll give everyone a heads up about you being here, and you can talk to anyone working here. But if it's a show day, so they might still have responsibilities that keep them busy at times. Sorry about that. Oh, and there's one more thing. What else? Well, this is a circus, and there are certain trade secrets we have to protect. What does that mean? It means that there are certain areas only available to the members of the circus, and I prefer if it stayed that way. You hire a detective, yet you still want to keep all of your secrets. Not all of them. Just the stable and backstage are off limits. And do not go barging into people's private rooms on a train without permission. They tend to be very territorial. I'm beginning to think you don't even want me to solve this case. ... Look, Mr. Jones, I'm going to be completely honest with you for a second. He is dead, and there's nothing I can do to change that, including catching who did it. Tension is high in the circus, and the best thing I can do is keep things running as usual and retain a sense of normalcy for my folks. I've been through enough goodbyes to know that the last thing you want at a time like this is everything else changing too. So yes, of course I care about solving the case. I wouldn't have called you here otherwise. But I do care about it more than keeping this circus running and keeping everyone from falling apart. No? Oh, you are the client. I'll work with the restraints. Can't guarantee how much they'll impede the work though. That's all I ask for. I know circumstances are difficult. Just do your best. I always do. No time. Alright, where do I start? Fortune teller's tent looks intriguing. I wonder if it'll be open. Or I can go to the fair area. There must be people around there. Or maybe I can go to the big top, check out what performances are going on. Honestly, alright, fortune teller, what's up? Oh, that's a big change in atmosphere. Compared to Magdalena's big top, this hut zooms quietly off to the corner, with barely any traffic from visitors. I can almost feel the entire tent shrinking when I pulled up on the curtains to enter, making me question the structural integrity of the whole thing. It's fine. It might not look that way, but this is quite a sturdy tent. Walk to the fortune teller's hut, stranger. What are you looking for today? A murderer. ... Detective Jones, Mr. Moses said you'll be around. That's me. Although the boy spoke to me in a very serious tone, his squeezed voice and round face and everything about his tiny stature in this arrayed tiny tent betrayed his age. He's young, not even youthful, but inexperienced sort of young. The "what are you doing here in your parents' place" sort of young. Tito, the fortune teller. Oh, Tito. So, as I said, what are you doing? What I'm looking for is the culprit behind his death. Can you help me with that? As a fortune teller or as a member of the circus? Is there a difference? I don't really have any information on what happened with Haiti, if that's what you're looking for. We can provide help with your magic stuff. Spirits can provide guidance, but they won't tell you what you are capable of. But they won't tell you what you aren't capable of knowing yet. So you're telling me you can't just reveal the murder by drawing on a few cards or saying a spell? Disappointing. However, if you are interested in a reading, I could do one for you. Oh, I know. The first reading is free. Oh, let's do it then. That's not that I'm being stingy. You don't need to explain. Quietly place a deck of tarot cards on the table as a way to end this awkward conversation. Oh, what was that? So, what are you looking to learn about today? A case, of course. If you are looking for an answer to be handed to you, that will happen. What the cards can offer, however, is guidance. Place your hand on the deck and reach for the deck. Wait. There's something I need to warn you about first. What? Huh? This deck of cards, some of them are sabotaged. What does that mean? Like, they are cursed? No, someone's messed with them. Wait. Okay, why did you get a new set of cards then? I developed a spiritual connection with this one. Clear didn't want me to derail the conversation any further, so he cleared his throat and lifted his chin. Anyways, I assure you, whoever is on the cards won't interfere with the reading. So please place your hand on the deck and ask your question to the cards, and then keep that question in mind and shuffle the cards. Alright, cards and spirits, how shall I solve the case? Alright, shuffle the cards. Place the deck in 3 and place them in sequence from left to right, like this. Good. Now let's start with the first card represents you, the situation you're in. That's what you are here to do. Just as me to flip it over. I'm not face to face with the Justice card. I had to bit my tongue to hold back my laughter. Oh, I see what you meant by sabotage. God Justice, I assume, is holding a sword, which turns into a nice rotisserie or some delicious looking meat. The golden scale in his hand is currently balancing a piece of pie and some coins. Justice, equity, and truth. That seems to represent what you are seeking for, yes? Yes, of course, I wouldn't say no to some rotisserie and fruit pies here. He glared. Normally, I feel a little sorry, but he reprimanding me with his baby face just aren't so imitating. It's like getting yelled at by a puppy. And I'm sorry, so what does the second card represent? This card represents the obstacle you're facing. Through those, yeah. The High Priestess, verse, secrets, modes represent repressed intuitions. Story of my life. I can't imagine. The last card is meant to provide guidance and advice on how to best overcome said obstacles. I flip it over. The center of the card, a big piece of pie covered with whipped cream and slice of lemon and sliced into 18 pieces. Whoever did this must be a great lover of pie. man loves lemon pie. So that's the culprit. This card is, well, supposed to be Wheel of Fortune, change, karma, and turning points. It signals that something big is going to happen, and that's after, and what's after will be permanently different than before. In my life, or the murderer's life, or the circus. Perhaps all three. Well, that's interesting. Glad to be of service. I'm afraid that's all I have for you for now. Your reading is complete. You can stay and rest here if you want. Or you can make your way out. I gotta tell you, man. After all that happens, yeah, we didn't save yet. Alright, we're saving here. Wait, is that... Yeah, let's load. Backwards? I don't understand. But yeah, there's a backwards option. Alright, we saved. Yep. We saved. Honestly, I'm stopping the stream here because my voice is destroyed. Hoo-wee. Yeah, but I think me just throwing out voices like that would be that hurtful for me because, you know, I did well for Colonel Sanders, but apparently not today. Not today. My vocals are betraying me today. Oh. Probably warm up. I mean, I should probably do warm ups and stuff before streamings and all that stuff. So that'll be all for me. That'll be all for the stream. I am enjoying this. I mean, it's virtual novelist. Like, the story's interesting. So, anybody watching this and enjoying the story, yeah, check it out. They're playing this demo on the Switch, so you can check out the demo too on the Switch. And the game is actually out as well, so if you just want to straight up buy this game, you can buy it. I think it's on... Might be on Steam too, maybe? Maybe on all platforms, maybe? Switch for sure. No. Yeah, again, that's all for me. My throat's gone. My vocal cords are going away. Feel it? But yeah. Thank you for watching along, everybody. Have a great day, night, morning, wherever it may be. Be safe, be well. Now, see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.